Hi, this is Peter Navarro, and this video presents the introduction to a talk I gave about my book, The Coming China Wars. This talk was broadcast in its entirety on C-SPAN's Book TV, and each time the talk was broadcast, The Coming China Wars shot up to the bestseller list on Amazon.com. So, I do hope you enjoy the video. If you want to view the entire presentation, please go to my website, www.peternavarro.com. For now, however, here is the much shorter YouTube version.
In The Coming China Wars, business analyst Peter Navarro looks at China's trade strategies and the internal and external threats they pose. His talk from the University of California, Irvine is about an hour 20 minutes.
It gives me great pleasure to introduce our speaker tonight. Professor Peter Navarro has a PhD in economics from Harvard University. He's also a professor right here at the University of California at Irvine. And besides, over and above his credentials as an economist, one of the great skills that he brings is that he's a great communicator. Let's welcome Professor Peter Navarro.
Well, you know the Harvard joke, right? You can tell a Harvard man, you just can't tell him much. Hey, I'm delighted to be here, and it's a real pleasure. This is a great group to talk to. I've got good news and bad news for you. Okay? The good news is, in addition to my speaking before you, we have Book TV here from C-SPAN. That's the good news. The bad news is, when we go to the Q&A period, you got to have really good questions. You're going to look really foolish. What I'm going to do tonight is talk about the book, The Coming China Wars, where they will be fought, how they will be won. What I'm going to do is basically deal with the idea that the emergence of China as an economic superpower is creating a number of conflicts between China and the rest of the world, as well as within China. And I'm going to talk about a number of those, not all the ones that are in the book, but I'm going to feature a number of those. I'm going to start with the war over jobs and market share. This is the whole issue that China has become the factory floor of the world. The second one we're going to talk about is the oil wars. $70 a barrel oil and counting. There's concerns now we're on our way to $100 a barrel in oil. There's concerns now that we're in a world where we have essentially a permanent oil price shock, where we'll be paying $3, $4 a gallon for gasoline on into the future. Related to oil, there's also the commodities wars, the natural resource wars. China, it's really hard to get your head around China, but some of the statistics that will help you along are something like this. China uses half of the world's cement. They use a third of its steel, a fourth of its copper. So, oil, commodities. We're going to talk about also environmental pollution. China, 16 of the world's 20th dirtiest cities are in China. All of its rivers are severely polluted. You walk out of Walmart with your bag or box of cheap Chinese goods, and you look up into the air, some of that brown air may well be from Asia.
Well, thanks for watching this introduction. You can view the presentation in its entirety via a web stream by going to my website at www.peternavarro.com. Enjoy.